welcome. So this is the hashtag PBC alphabet challenge. This is the alphabet challenge hosted by Hilary, who's Pink Bubble Cards. She hosted this, I think, last 2-3 years in a row. Last year I decided to take part and completely failed. This time I am very determined. I'm just going to be making whatever project comes to mind. The first prompt last Wednesday, when it started, which was the 4th of January, was it? She pulled out the letter R, and R was for ribbon. So I decided to make this ribbon trim holder, puller outer, I don't this is the problem. I was looking for a tutorial. I've seen these are going around quite a while back now, but I cannot find a tutorial because I probably don't know what everyone's calling them. I did manage to find one or two, but they were the same one, and the woman that did that tutorial, oh, she is crazy at maths, and she can literally show you how to make any size for any amount of ribbon, and depending on what size spool you've got. So she's absolutely incredible. Her link to that tutorial will be in the description box below. But I will follow this video when in a minute to show you how I made this one. Now this one actually holds the Hobbycraft £1 satin ribbons. So if you're in the UK, you may know what I'm talking about. So there is the ribbon. I think everyone sees them every time you go into Hobbycraft. They're always in them big bins or in a, you know, centerpiece. So I've just picked up some of the ribbons. They're just normal satin ribbons, and like I said, I've done a tutorial to show you how I created a box that will fit 4 of those. So I'm not very mathical. I can't tell you what it is or anything. I'm terrible at that kind of maths, but I have tried to make it as simple as possible. Like I say, just pull out the ribbon. Absolutely wonderful. I love it so much. And as you can see, it opens. It's got a magnetic closure so that I can take out the ribbon and replace it as and when I need to. So I will show you a tutorial now on how I made this. I just want to say lastly, before I forget, thank you to Hilary for hosting this challenge again, and do follow the hashtag if you want to see everyone else's creations, to see what they made for their ribbon projects. And every Wednesday following, Hilary will pull out a new letter of the alphabet, and that will be given a new prompt following that letter. So I'll say farewell now in case I forget, and I will show you the tutorial. Using a piece of cardstock that measures 7 3/4 by 12 inches, I score along the 7 3/4 side at 2 inches on both sides. Along the 12-inch side, I'm going to score at 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, and 10.5. Now the score lines have all been burnished, I'm going to create tabs by cutting wedges along the sides that have got the 2-inch score line. I'm just going to go all the way down them, and then along the first 3 on both sides, I'm going to create smaller tabs. These will be used as like a reinforced edge. Decorate the trim box, you will need 11 mats which measure 3 5/8 by 1 3/8. I've done 8 of them in one colour and 3 of them in a different colour. The 3 will actually go on the inside part of the lid, while the 8s will go all the way around the box. You will need 4 circles. I've cut these out using a 2 3/4 inch die. You'll need 2 that come in the pattern paper that you're using for the outside of your box, and 2 of them in the cardstock that you made your box from. Starting on the lid end, I'm going to use a matte piece to line up the holes that I'm going to need to make for the ribbon to come through. So I'm using a paper clip to secure the matte piece in place first of all, and then I'm going to use a punch. The smallest punch that I have is a 5/8 inch circle punch. This is the smallest one I have. If you use smaller ribbon, you might want to use a smaller hole, but because my ribbon is quite wide, it was actually okay. It does get a little bit thick because of that reinforced edge, so you want to really make sure that your matte piece is in place, because once you've punched a hole, you don't want them to be out of place. And I'm literally going to push my punch all the way to as far as I can, and I'm literally going to eyeball where I need to put the holes, starting with the 2 ends and then into the middle. Now, using the matte piece that we've just cut the holes in, I'm going to take a matte piece that will be on the reverse, so the inside of the box. I'm going to reverse it so the mats are back to back, and then using the holes that I've just punched, use them as a guide for my punch to punch the holes in that I'll need for the back. I'm using the ribbons as a guide to see how tight I need the box to be so it will close nicely, and then I can also mark where I need to punch the holes for the lower section. To make sure that I get the holes in the correct place for the mat, I place it behind so that I can punch the holes together. I just secure it with a paper clip. Now we're going to be adding the magnets for the closure. I'm going to be using 6 magnets in total, and I'm going to be attaching them with double-sided tape. I'm just adding the magnet to the back of the double-sided tape and then sticking that down to the cardstock. I'm just going in between the holes and making sure I'm not too close to the edge. take another piece of double-sided tape, and with the sticky side up, I just allow the magnets to connect to each other. Using the ribbon for stability, I fold over the lid and then I just align the holes so that I can connect the magnets to that bottom panel. Now I'm ready to mat and layer all the outside of the box and the lid. All that's left to do now is to seal up the sides of the box. To do this, I'm going to use the ribbon again for stability and also for weight. And then I'm just going to fold up the box, make sure that the magnets connect. And then taking each side, I'm just going to fold in the tabs, and then I'm going to start gluing each tab one at a time, and then using the weight of the ribbons inside to just push down and make sure that that glue is set. Then I'm going to go in with my circles using the cardstock one in the inside of the box and then the decorative layer on the outside of the box. All that's left to do is thread the ribbon through both of the holes and decorate. And there is our completed ribbon trim box. So here is my box all made up. I've just added a little bit of decoration along the top. I think that they both look absolutely fantastic, and I think great way of just holding the ribbon. I don't think I need any more ribbon from now. These are basically the colours that I like to use. I love that it just rolls around, but also stops. Nice. And yeah, so I'm really glad that I got a chance to make this project. It's something that I'd had in mind for quite a while. So the Hilary's challenge really made me do it. So this was my project for Pink Bubble cards, and that was R for ribbon, and these are the ribbon trim I don't know what they're called. I'll think of something, I'll put it in the description box. And of course the links to the original tutorial, like I said, from the woman that I watched. Like I say, she's crazy at maths, and she can let you know how to make any size box to fit what ribbons you have. So I obviously get these ones, so that's what this is. Sorry that I can't help you out any further than that, so please do go check out that tutorial. And also, of course, I will leave a link to Hilary if you want to take part in this alphabet challenge. Do follow the hashtag, and of course you'll need to follow Hilary, subscribe to her channel, and yeah, super cool. I'm really happy with my first project. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.